Um, let's go into Pop's Auto Mechanic. I'm from Tennessee, and I'm traveling to see my family over Christmas in Florida, and my car breaks down in Ocala. So I'm in Ocala, Florida, needing a uh, auto repair. I don't have cash with me, and I do have my checkbook. So I go into Pop's Auto Shop, and Pop gives me the bad news. I have a blown water pump, and so my water pump's out, and I also need a tune-up while I'm there. So let's say that bill comes to $500, and so and I'm a firm believer. I don't use credit cards. I pay cash, or cash check or debit card. So Pop says, "Okay, Kevin, that bill's $500," and pull out my checkbook. And so writing the check, I write it out, to Pop's auto repair, $500. Now Pop has a choice. He doesn't know me, so he can say, "Hey, I don't know you, so I don't take your check," and he loses the business. Or he can say, "Yeah, we'll gladly take your check." And now because Pop's taking my check, he has another choice. He can either, just say, "Hey, he looks like a good guy. He's got a nice car. I'm sure he's got $500 in his account." So he can take that risk, or he can run it through the check guarantee program. The check guarantee program is 1.95% of the total plus 25 cents. So if it was $500, you're looking at a total of $975 plus the 25 cents, so $10. It's going to cost him $10 to run it through our system and be guaranteed his funds. Now, let me back up. It's a check guarantee, so it is going to go through some checks, right? Um, the customer can be denied. It's not everybody's approved, right? That writes a check. Just because you have checks doesn't mean you have money in your account, or that you have a history of writing good checks. So what's going to happen is he's going to punch it into the terminal, electronic payment. It's going to ask me for my driver, or it's going to ask him for my driver's license number, my phone number, the check account number. I'm sorry, the check number, not the account number. The check number and the amount. So put all that in, $500. And it's going to give me an approval code, or it's going to give Pop an approval code, or it's going to be a decline. Again, not everybody's approved, but more than not, if they don't have a history of bad checks, if they don't have a whole bunch of checks out there written out of sequence, recently. So, by out of sequence, that means, the last check cleared was 2003, and the one before that was 1875. So, if you just go by that, there could be a ton of unpaid checks out there. Okay, so it's a proprietary patent pending algorithm that they use. I couldn't explain it because I don't know what it is, but typically if they haven't had a history of bad checks, and they have the driver's license, everything's good, they're going to get approved, or guaranteed. I'm sorry. The check will be guaranteed. So they'll get the approval, they'll scan it through, and that $500 check will get turned into an electronic transaction. Pop doesn't have to deposit that check at the bank. It'll be deposited right into his account. And the fee for that would be $9.75 plus 25 cents, so $10. So out of that $500 transaction, Pops would net $490. And actually that $10 would come out of that $17.50 in minimum charges that is built into their account every month. So remember that $17.50 minimum fees. That's where that $10 would come from. So if they guarantee, Pops runs two $500 checks through there, he's basically paying for that anyway. So he can write up to $900 and some worth of checks through at no additional cost because he is paying that $17.50 a month. So that's how you get a check guarantee. So we do the check guarantee and we do a payment plan. Both no credit needed or necessary, but the customer does have to meet qualifications that we talked about in the previous video. You know, the account has to be active, it has to be at least 6 months old, they have to have a government issued ID, they can't have a history or recent history of unpaid bounced checks, uh, federal and state tax liens. They typically can't have more than 2 accounts 60 days or more past due. All that's in national databases. You know, government's got us in all sorts of databases, so that stuff's easy to check. It's very fast. It's all the check guarantee is like an instant deal, right? I mean, it's just punch it in, you get a yay or a nay. The payment plans, you do have to call in, and that typically does take 3 to 5 minutes for the total transaction, so you're not taking a lot of time. You're going to be getting business that you're not getting now. Let's go back to the tire store. I'm working, but I'm broke. I don't have any new credit. I need tires. Who am I going to go to? Got 2 tire stores. The one on the left side of the street just says tires. That's actually my right. The one on the right side of the street just says tires. The one on the left side of the street says tires with a big banner that says 90-day payment plan, no credit needed. Now, which one am I going to go to? I'm going to go to the one that says no credit needed, right? 90-day payments, because I can pay it off in 90 days. I just can't get the money together today for the goods or services. Or I go to the dentist and you know, I got a toothache, I chipped my tooth, and I got a choice: pay $600 for a root canal and a crown, or $65 to yank it out, or $100. I don't know what it is. Probably $100 to yank it out. I kind of like my teeth, so I would like to keep it, but I don't have $600 today. But while I was out filling out the thing, I saw the nice little sign that said on the office manager's desk, it said, ask about our 90-day payment plan. What am I going to do? I'm going to go for the 90-day payment plan. We can also put a big banner out in front that says, accepting new patients, 90-day payment plan. We'll do marketing for them, or give them the tools to market, I should say, but it's up to us as salespeople to make sure that they get those marketing materials out, because if we're not talking about them, and if the customers don't see them, they don't know to ask. So it's important for the merchant to put those materials out and get the salespeople talking about the program to the customers. 60% of Americans are in this boat that you know, they don't have more than $1,000 and they don't have access to new credit. So with the right marketing materials, the right financing, we can help increase your merchant's business by up to 30%. That's a proven result. It's a statistic from marketing studies done at marketing institutes across the country. So we can help your merchants, help the customers. It's a win-win-win. And that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching.